certain caveats are Teflon. That's what I like to call them. Just untouchable. You were there. It became history. Most of us didn't know, like any time in history I read about, most of the time the individuals that are there are part of it or in the thick of it, supporting it or contributing to it or organizing or leading. All these components have to come together in an epoch. You can't have a show without an entertainer. You can't have a show without an audience. Everything's got to come together. How do you connect the entertainer and the audience? That's when the promoters, it's all connected. So one of my things is I can say I danced in the goth clubs of Chicago in the 80s, man. I want to know. Tell me in the comments who remembers doing that. Who was there? I can't even think of names. Oh, Jesus. The name I'm thinking of, I might be mixing it up with another club that's not in Chicago. I didn't go to, so I don't want to do that. It's not like that for me. So what would happen for me is I went to town to see a musician, an entertainer. I think of Lydia Lunch as a musician, but she argues with us about all that she's much, much more, which is true. So I come to town to Chicago to see Lydia Lunch. I come to town to Chicago to see people like Daniel Ash, Susie, Creatures, Peter, David, Jones on Tail. No, I never got to see them. That was a big one that would have been. But I guess nobody did. I didn't find that out till Cruel World. I didn't realize. Okay, so I danced in the clubs. We'd go out to the show. My bestie, Motel and I, she was going to the Art Institute. And then we'd go to the clubs and drink and dance. Always smoking little joints before, after, during. No, not during, after, before, after. I never try to do anything like that in Chicago places. Because if you don't know the town, it's not a good idea to play with all that unless you want to spend the night in jail. Especially, I'm talking about the 80s. I'm not talking about now where weed's cooler and thank God it's cooler. This is back when you could a lot of shit could go wrong in your life if you got popped for weed, especially in another state, out of state popping per se, which would have been my situation because I was a resident of Marion County most of the time at that time. But yeah, Peace Frog by The Doors, Every Day's Halloween by Ministry. I remember being excited when those songs came on because they didn't necessarily get played in the Indianapolis dance clubs. We didn't have goth dance clubs in Indianapolis in the 80s, but we had gay dance clubs in the 80s, so that's where the Fabulosity was in Indianapolis. If you wanted DIY Fabulosity, you had to go to the gay clubs. And that's great. It's a wonderful place to be. But just to show how small our numbers are alternative-wise in the 80s. So yeah. Who got to dance in the goth clubs in Chicago in the 80s? What was your favorite songs you remember dancing to?